19 minutes after 7 o'clock this Wednesday morning. It is November 18th, 2015, 70 degrees here at the studios of The Source, broadcasting live from the Panac Mall just outside the WOCA commissary, less affectionately known as the food court, and looks like a nice day weather-wise. 50% chance of rain. High temperatures around 87 degrees, and lows tonight around... high temperatures around 87, lows tonight around 70. Tomorrow, pretty much the same as today. Friday, things clear up and cool down. How about that? And then the weekend, clear it up and cool down as well. Good morning, Robin. How you doing?
Good. Good morning, Larry. How are you?
Good. Got a good show this morning. 7:35. We are going to open up the phone lines and debate and talk about what Congress should decide to do, what the president should decide to do regarding the Syrian refugee situation. It's the talk of the country right now. And a lot of people are going back in time to the refugees we turned back during World War II, the Jewish refugees. That was a mistake, obviously, and we don't want to make that same mistake, but we also don't want to make the mistake of letting in terrorists among the Syrian refugees. Even if it is a small percent, it still works out to be enough people that could be harmful.
Exactly.
And I don't need to tell you that. I know you know that already. But there are some interesting statistics that I also have regarding that. But my main intent, though, between 7:35 and 8 is to open the phone lines so that you all can express your thoughts on that. Deal?
Deal.
8:35 is when we try to not express our thoughts on things. We just read the news the way it's written. If the news has a slant to it, well, that's because of whoever wrote the story, whichever agency it is, and you all know that some news agencies seem to lean to the left, some lean to the right. You can hear it in the way things are phrased. And we just simply read the first few paragraphs of each story. We'll tell you where we're getting the story from, so you can look it up and read the rest yourself. And I mention that only because some of you may be new. 9:05, Gary Zurcher is a professional photographer. He provides photography for companies and advertising agencies that need commercial images. He took some photographs of some bridges in Paris, France. We had Mr. Zurcher booked way before the incidents of last Friday.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, it was probably back in September because we took the book. Didn't we take this book to Chattanooga with us the beginning of October?
Yes.
Because we had our French cafe thing we were doing. So we kind of had that as a coffee table book there. Anyway, so he's written the book or published the book. It's really a photo book. It's called The Glow of Paris, The Bridges of Paris at Night. So Gary Zurcher will be on. I imagine he'll be able to give us some insight. Not some insight, really, but just his thoughts about what's going on in Paris right now. 9:35, if you're looking for a job or you know somebody who is, Career Source might be your best resource. Laura Burns comes in from Career Source every month or so, right?
Yes, twice a month, the first and third Wednesday of each month.
So she'll be in today. She is going to talk to us about some jobs. She may have a guest. I don't know. It's Career Source, Citrus, Levy, and Marion. Her agency covers those three counties. Clint Emerson at 10:05. Clint is a Navy SEAL retired. He spent 20 years conducting special ops all over the world while attached to SEAL Team 3, the National Security Agency, and the Elite SEAL Team 6. He's the creator of Violent Nomad, a personal non-kinetic capture and kill program cataloging the skills necessary to defend against any predator or crisis. He's written a book. I was looking through it. It will definitely keep you looking at it. It is an illustrated book. It is called 100 Deadly Skills. Yep. I now know how to kill a person with a ballpoint pen.
Yes, you do.
It has it in the book.
It's in there with other things.
An interesting book.
It is. You can unlock your car with a rope.
Yeah, right. 100 Deadly Skills, the SEAL Operative's Guide to Eluding Pursuers, Evading Capture, and Surviving Any Dangerous Situation.
Yeah,
wow.
Maybe he's called in to help with this crisis.
Let me see. Hold on.
The bombings.
So what would I do if somebody decided to kidnap my car or hijack my car, carjack me?
Yeah.
What would I do? I'd drive to the police station. I said, hold on, let me go. I got to pick up a friend first.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it does tell you how to kill someone.
How to detect tracking devices in your car.
That's cool.
How to detect tracking devices in your car.
That's very
cool. How to discreetly lose surveillance. Mm-hmm. Gee.
I know. This is a very thorough book.
How to deploy a roll of coins and you... Oh gosh, you put a roll of coins into your sock and you smack the bad guy in the head. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah. Now
How to make a newspaper nail bat.
Yeah.
Roll up a newspaper, put a nail in it. Boom! Mm-hmm. Oh man, here's the one I found. How to turn a pen into a weapon.
Yes.
A ballpoint pen.
And they have illustrations, like Larry said, in there. How to, step by step, blow by blow.
Oh, how to escape. How to escape from a. What? How to escape and evade a vehicle prep. What does that mean? Oh, how to prepare your car to escape from it if it flips over. I see. How to prepare your car.
That's a common occurrence.
You know, I need to do this. Prepare a vehicle for high-speed chases. Mm-hmm. Whoa. Okay. Well, this is going to be an interesting conversation. Hotel security and safety awareness.
Yeah.
How to get out of a hotel if it's on fire. Oh, my goodness. Hook and climb a target structure. Oh, how to climb. You can get it to your hotel through the balcony.
Sure. If it says no pets, just say, okay, go in there and then raise up your dog.
The violent nomad workout. Ay. This is interesting stuff. Well, somebody's going to want this book.
Yeah, and maybe he and his SEAL team guys are asked to help with this crisis.
Listen to this one. How to trick fingerprint scanning software.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Accurate. Whoa, do you have to use somebody else's finger?
Yeah, shave off their skin and put it on your...
No, that's not what it is. You use putty and gelatin. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. How to accurately target fingerprints in order to gain access to target safes, phones, and other fingerprint-protected devices.
We should keep this.
You want to keep this? How to escape from an automobile trunk. Well, I got a little latch in mine for the...
Yeah, I
don't have a trunk anymore. My new car doesn't have a trunk.
That's right, but you don't have a latch on the back.
How to break through a 2-car blockade. How to break through... Whoa. I'm sorry, I'm spending all my time on that thing.
Yeah, but this is...
he's coming out at 10:05.
Yeah,
This is why you don't mess with the Navy SEAL. This is why.
Yeah.
Because there's no way I'll read this book. I'll forget everything.
No, you remembered how to kill someone with a ball.
I did not remember it.
Oh, well, you.
I'm trying to illustrate what's in the book.
It's a good book.
Somebody dies in town from a ballpoint pen wound. They're going to come after me now.
Exactly.
I don't know how to do it. It's in the book. It taught me. I'm saying I forgot. Yeah. I forgot what it said. Legally Yours at 10:35. John Fuller is an attorney at the law firm of Fuller and Fuller. He'll be giving us legal advice.
Yes, he will. There you go. Is it legal to have that book in our possession?
Dr. James Kiley, the director of the Division of Lung Diseases at the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute, and John Walsh, the co-founder and president of the Chronic Obstructive Pulmonary Disease. Not the same John Walsh, by the way.
No, not the John.
Who, by the way, we've had that John Walsh on as well. But anyway, these two guys are talking about the latest news about COPD, coronary obstructive, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease.
Yep.
Is that what that stands for?
Yep.
Anthony James.
Yes, he is.
11:20.
Maybe he needs some
yes, he is what?
skills,
He's our travel expert. Yeah.
Maybe he needs some.
I just want to travel somewhere. I'm getting to that point in my life. Fun with Joe today. Today is Mickey Mouse's birthday.
It is.
Joe is a Mickey Mouse Disney student. He's a student of Walt Disney.
Yep.
I guess you could say. And so I have some Disney/Mickey Mouse questions on Fun with Joe.
Wow, he was born the same day your mom was.
And then Galen Unold, he's been to Japan.
Yes, he
has.
has.
So there are some things in Japan that would be pretty cool if we started using those things here. And
nice.
I want to read what they are. Well, one of them is like, when you go to a public bathroom?
Yes.
And the seat is up or down. It's the place where you don't want it to be. I guess you ladies always want it down.
Yes.
But for us guys, sometimes. But anyway, you don't want to touch the seat, right?
No.
Well, you guess what Japan has? A button. You still have to push the button, though.
Oh.
You push the button and it automatically. I think they have one that automatically moves.
What happens if it gets stuck halfway down?
And you got to push it, I guess. So with Galen, things in Japan that would be pretty cool to have over here. All right, we'll take a little break. On the other side of the break, I'll open up the phone lines. I'll tell you what I know about the refugee debate, but I want to hear what you have to say about it. We'll take a break right now and be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Rich Dennison. 2 terror suspects killed overnight during a police raid in suburban Paris. Police say a female suspect died when she detonated a suicide vest. Another suspect killed by a police sniper. 4 police officers injured during the operation in Saint-Denis. A police dog also killed. At least 7 suspects arrested. That raid believed to have targeted the alleged mastermind of the Paris attacks, Abdelhamid Abaoud. A change of targets for the Russians in Syria as their airstrikes now focus on ISIS rather than rebels.
It does seem that at least in recent days, there's been more of a focus on ISIL, and we welcome that.
Pentagon spokesman Peter Cook. Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal's run for the White House officially over.
I'm not going to stop fighting for my conservative beliefs and principles. Certainly, we thought it would end differently, but the reality is this isn't my time.
Jindal making the announcement on Fox News Channel's Special Report. Fox News, we report, you decide.
My name is Dale Pazinski. I'm 19 years old, and this is how I live united. I've always been kind of a computer geek, and I found a way to use those skills to help the homeless in my community. For people facing hard times, computer skills and a basic resume are so important. It may seem like a small thing, but it makes a huge difference in people's lives. So with United Way, I created a program where I work with the homeless. Together, we go through their whole job history, write a resume, and then save it on their very own USB drive. We provide workbooks and training certificates. I even budgeted for cupcakes so we can celebrate as a class when one of our people gets a job. That's huge. When somebody says, "Hey man, that job that you helped me apply for, I got it." That's what living united feels like to me. My name is Dale Pazinski. I help people achieve financial independence. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
There's nothing we can do to make a long commute shorter or to make traffic move faster, but long and stressful commutes are linked with job burnout, so more strained relationship at home. Drink more green tea. I do every day. It contains an antioxidant called EGCG, which keeps the germs that cause the flu and pneumonia from entering our system. People seated in tall chairs earmarked more money to go to savings and spent more frugally.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services, when your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements. From damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
What are the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking? Will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Pozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Nice looking, what is today? Wednesday. It is Wednesday, isn't it? All right, before we get into the discussion about the refugees and invite you to call in with your opinions on what Congress and the president should do, got something else to tell you about. It's kind of on the fun side. We have here in the studio 2 RCA 58-inch LED LCD full, what's under the ribbon there?
HD
TVs.
Mm-hmm.
They are from Sears, and we are giving away 2 of them to 2 different people. I believe the date that we will announce the winners is December 31st. 21st, right?
Yes.
December 21st, 4 days before Christmas. We will pick 2 names from the names that we have in the big square blue box, the big cube that we have here on the table here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is not going to be an easy thing to win, because when you have a good prize, you have a lot of people wanting the prize.
Yeah.
But there are a couple of different ways to get your name into the box. Now, your name can only be in the box once per way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, once per way. So what that means is on Saturday, this coming Saturday. This coming Saturday. Wow, 3 days. It's going to be Light Up Ocala.
Mm-hmm.
We have a booth. Where's our booth going to be? Our tent?
By the Christmas tree area.
Yeah, not too far from the Christmas tree.
On that side of the street.
All right, and so we'll have a place there. Now this is where you can fill in a form, put it in the box, and somebody's name will be picked. That's one way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Another way is to call in. Now you have to. Do they leave their name on the answering machine? Is that how they do this?
Yes.
Just leave your name, your phone number on the answering machine. We'll put your name in the box.
Full name, please.
Now that's a second way. Now if you've already done it that way, then your name is already in the box that way. We're marking them with colors, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So, or something like that. So if you've called in and your name is in the box, you're in that way. I can tell you there's nobody who has their name in the box from Light Up Ocala, because Light Up Ocala hasn't happened yet.
Exactly.
All right, so that's the second way. The third way, so in other words, you can get your name in the box 3 ways, correct?
Yes.
The third way is really kind of exclusive for the Facebook users, because if you don't have Facebook, if you don't use Facebook, then you can't do this. So you have to go to Facebook, and there are a couple of different WOCA Facebook pages. Let me give you the exact address to this one, because I don't want to send you on a wild goose chase.
Yeah, it's the one that has the most likes.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you.
Confused.
I'll tell you what it is. So what you have to do is you have to go to the page. Now, you can like the page, but let me just tell you straight up, liking the page won't get you in the contest. We would love for you to like the page, because then we would, you'd be in touch with everything that we post, I guess. I guess that's how it works, right?
Right. We post, and it's up to you. It's up to the Facebook user to go to the WOCA site to see what we post.
Oh, is that how it works? Okay.
Well, we post it, and then we can't. Then if they're curious about what's going on WOCA, you go to the WOCA site.
All right. Well, anyway, so there is a link or a picture that is on the WOCA. Now it's facebook.com/newstalk.woca. That's the one we're talking about. Facebook.com/newstalk.woca. The very first thing, Dan Martone made it so that this thing won't fall down on the list, no matter what we put on there until this is all over.
Right.
This will always stay the top thing, so you don't have to go looking for it. It's obvious. It's a picture that Dan made. It says big Christmas TV giveaway. You have to like the picture.
Yeah.
You have to click the like button on the picture. So far, I'm going to tell you, I mean, you're in good company. There are only 16, 17. There's only 18 names on there right now. 18 names. So this is kind of exclusive for you. If you go to go to facebook.com/newstalk.woca, like the picture, like the site too, but that's just to help you stay in touch with us.
Yeah.
I guess that's the best reason for that. But if you want your name into the box, this third way, you have to go to the Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Am I making myself clear?
Yes, you are. Very clear.
Anyway, Sears here at the Paddock Mall is working with WOCA. That's how we ended up with these two big, beautiful TVs.
Yeah, they're wonderful.
I wouldn't have a place for that. It's just too big.
Yeah, it has to. It has to have. You have to have a large room.
Well, I
to
take that back.
enjoy
I
this,
take that
you know?
back. You know what? This is what I need in my life. A big. I do. You know what? This is what I need. I need a giant TV and a recliner. That's what I need.
Oh, there you go. That's perfect.
I don't really. Don't, please. I should never say I need anything. I really don't need that. You know what I need? I don't know what I need. I need to be younger.
Yeah, that's just the
I
problem.
need my
We
dog
keep
to be
getting
younger.
older.
My dog is getting so old. It's so sad.
Yeah, very sad.
Anyway, all right.
You're taking
So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. So there are 3 ways to get your name in the box. You can have your name in the box 3 times, but once for each way. So hopefully that explained it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. Jeb Bush. We'll start with him. Jeb Bush says, "Don't ban Syrian refugees." Jeb Bush said he would not ban Syrian refugees from entering the United States, separating himself from most Republican governors and his party's presidential field, as he pitched himself as the most experienced candidate running for the nomination. Jeb Bush said yesterday in an interview on Bloomberg TV, he said, "The answer to this is not to ban people from coming." He said the answer is to lead, to resolve the problem in Syria.
Exactly. That's what the American people want too.
Okay, so that's his opinion. I'm looking for your opinions, by the way. The number is 622-9622. That's Jeb Bush's. There's more to that story, but I wanted to just give you that little piece right there.
Well, if they're coming over here, why don't they put them in Gitmo? I mean, how many people can be housed in Gitmo?
Oh, Robert.
I don't know. We have to have a place. We have to have a place for the refugees, but it has to be a place where they're going to be able to survive, and they're going to have to be able to lead a normal life. But we're also going to have to make sure that, you know, they're not the bad guys in there, and that's really hard to do. So I'm with Jeb. Just go over there and take care of the ISIS, and then we won't have to worry about the refugees because they'll have a home.
Okay, here's the argument to that. What if ISIS is among the refugees?
Yeah. Okay. So I changed my mind. We can't have the
right.
Syrian guys over here.
Phone line is 622-9622. Your opinions are what we're soliciting right now. Anyway, so yesterday, Paul Ryan said we should pause the Syrian refugee thing. Paul Ryan said it is important to have a refugee system in place, but that because of fears of Islamic State terrorists, the thing I just mentioned, embedding themselves with the innocent Syrian refugees, the program should be put on hold for the time being.
Yeah, because we don't know who the bad guys are. There's no way to tell.
Yeah.
They can look so sweet and innocent, and then all of a sudden they've got a bomb, and we're done.
Right. Good morning. I want to take phone calls, so let's do that. Good morning. You're on the air. Are you there? Hello. Going once, going twice. I got to let you go. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Larry and Robin. How are you guys?
Good, Mark. How you doing?
Good. For the listeners that don't recognize my voice, I'm a Democrat, and I also served on Marine Security Guard duty, which is a dual chain of command. You work with the United States State Department in your chain of command. So regardless if you're a Marine, if there's somebody at the embassy that is in the military, it doesn't really matter their rank, you still work for the ambassador who works for the president. So it's a little bit about my background. I did see the State Department at work, and concerning the vetting process that people are discussing concerning the current refugee problem, the vetting process is under scrutiny today at Congress. They're having the hearing. Obviously, both parties are involved. It's about, I believe it'll be about tuning up and tweaking that. But and I'm not jumping on you, Robin. I just would say that the shootings in France, the people that lost their lives primarily were all shot by guns, and there were some bombs that tried to get into the stadium. And from what I've read, the one gentleman who recognized the bomb that forced the other bombers to stay outside the stadium, ironically, was of a Muslim religion, of the Muslim religions. But I would just throw some numbers out to listeners. Germany's accepted, from what I've read, about 10 times the amount that the Americans have. Germany's a much smaller country than America. Canada's accepted 45,000, and they only have 30 million people. Where the 310 million people, I think the first wave will be 10,000 people. So the vetting process, I do trust it. It takes 6 months to a year to get in here. It's mostly women and children. There are professionals that are coming, people with education, and we have relief agencies in place, not in every state, that are designed to help with those transitions. And many states may not have those, but Minnesota would be one. New York, no offense towards the South, but you're more civilized states where states have been around a little longer and a little more normal. I just think if a person claims to be a Christian and is not willing to help people with their Christian values, that's very shallow Christianness. I think Christianity requires three-dimensional input and caring, not just talking at the subject, but showing love and compassion. And I do trust the vetting process. Not as a Marine did I deal with it directly, but I dealt with the results directly. And we have to love and trust each other. And so take not you guys, but take your Christian values and implement them. Reach out to people and show strength through belief, not a lack of belief. If a person has deep beliefs, then execute them. Don't rely on fear. So I would agree with Jeb Bush's take. I don't think he said go take care of ISIS. I think he said let's see if we can handle the problem in Syria, but I don't think he meant militarily. I think, but remember it's the most vulnerable among.
I think he did mean militarily.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Mark. Appreciate the call.
Let's be nice.
Let me go to the break. All right, thank you. Appreciate your thoughts. We'll take a little break and be right back. Your phone calls are important. We want to hear from you. The number is 622-9622.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, clouds, some sun, and warm with a shower in spots on a high of 83 to 87. Mostly cloudy, warm and humid tonight, though 71 to 75. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy, warm and humid with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm by afternoon, the high 81 to 85. For Friday, partly sunny, still a chance of a shower, high 79 to 83. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy, never being in the mood. And when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer worry about my performance. New Male treated me like my situation was one of a kind, with a custom treatment plan that really works. I feel great. They can create one for you too. It does not matter if you suffer from low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, or just want to last longer. New Male will help you.
Call New Male Medical Center today at 352-404-4779. 352-404-4779. That's 352-404-4779. It will change your life. 352-404-4779.
We're saving thousands with Robert Palmer.
So rule number one is always shop around. Always shop around. If you're trying to get a mortgage, if you're trying to get the best credit card, if you're looking at student loans, cell phone bills, you name it, rule number one is always shop around. Always shop around.
That's rule number one, just one more vital part of fighting back to stop being a financial zombie. Yes, you can take the mystery out of the complicated world of finances. Take charge when it comes to your money. Listen in on The Source, 96.3 FM and 1370 AM, Saturdays at 12:05.
Join us downtown for a truly wonderful Ocala tradition, the 32nd annual Light Up Ocala, on Saturday, November 21st from 4 to 9 p.m. The highlight of the evening will be the lighting of downtown Ocala and the 42-foot Christmas tree at 6:30. There'll be live entertainment, crafts, food, children's activities, and of course, a visit by Santa. And you can stop by the WOCA booth and register for your chance to win a brand new big screen LED TV. So come, be a part of the 32nd annual Light Up Ocala.
This Thursday, November 19th, the Appleton Museum of Art presents a concert of classic rock hits performed by Saratoga the Band. This event is held in celebration of the exhibition Backstage Pass, Baron Woolman, and the Early Years of Rolling Stone. From 5 till 6 p.m., visit the galleries to take a look at these iconic photographs from Rolling Stone. Music will begin at 6 p.m., $5 for museum members, and $10 for non-members. For more information, call 352-291-4455 or visit appletonmuseum.org. 10 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. The phone lines are open. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Thank you, Mark, for expressing your thoughts. I want to address some of the things Mark said just a second. This morning, police surrounded an apartment in the Paris suburb of Saint Denis, and I'm probably saying that wrong, but that's the way I would say it in English. And a standoff dragged on for hours, it says here. Their target was Abdelhamid Aboud, the guy who's believed to have plotted the Paris attacks. Police say they got there just in time because the suspects were about to move on some kind of an operation. That's the way it was worded. A woman inside who blew herself up. She was wearing a suicide vest.
A woman.
A woman, yes.
Okay.
Officials have not said whether Aboud was inside. A lot is still unclear. By the time this news got to us, a lot has changed, and I don't know what has changed. Anyway, because it's a breaking story, so there's that part. Okay, now one of the things Mark brought up is we should accept people. We should be Christian about this. We should be loving, and yeah, absolutely, and when we turned away Jewish refugees during the World War II years, they went back to Germany and were killed. That's kind of a known thing in history. It was a mistake we made. But at the same time, we didn't know what to do because we were against Germany, and so they were not just Jewish, but they were also German. And so I think in fairness to that decision, not that it was a good decision, but I think the decision was same as it is today. We're not thinking of these people as Syrians. We're thinking of them as terrorists.
Yes.
And so one bad apple spoils the whole bunch, as the Michael Jackson song said. Rupert Murdoch, the guy from Fox News and the Wall Street Journal, he and I think Ted Cruz might have said the same thing. Said that we should accept only Christian refugees from Syria. I just wanted to talk about that for a second. Mm-hmm. The CEO of Fox News and the Wall Street Journal, Rupert Murdoch, has joined more than 30 governors, including at least 4 Democrats, who have said they will not accept Syrian refugees into their states in the wake of the Paris terrorist attacks. They killed 129 people. At least one of the attackers got into Europe claiming he was a Syrian refugee, and that's why the fear is there. Other critics of President Obama's policy bringing in 10,000 refugees say that most of those coming in are young, single men, and that vetting the refugees is impossible. So that contradicts what Mark said. I don't know who's right. I'm just telling you what it says on this report, which I'm getting from Bloomberg. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I did a little research to find out how many refugees have already come in.
Yes.
All right. Now, this was as of 1:21 p.m. yesterday. 1:21 p.m. yesterday. 2,184 Syrian refugees have been admitted to the United States.
Gosh.
Let me break it down for you, if you're curious, of who they are. The majority of them are Muslim. 2,098 of them are Muslim.
Oh my gosh.
So to say or to suggest that we're turning away people because of their religion, similar to what we did in World War II, is not accurate at all. We're not turning them away. 2,098 of those 2,184 are Muslim.
Oh my gosh.
So Robert, we know some beautiful, loving Muslims. I'm not.
Yes, we do.
You've known me for a long time. You know that's not my thing. I don't do that.
No, we don't.
But I'm just talking to the people who think that we're somehow discriminating against one religion.
Yes.
I know some people have rhetoric that discriminates against Muslims, but I don't think the country has been discriminating against them.
No, I don't think so.
Anyway, as far as accepting refugees, again, as of yesterday, at 1:21 p.m., as of 1:21, we have accepted 2,184 Syrian refugees. 2,098 are Muslim. 53 of them are Christian. 53.
53.
Now,
Only 53.
what is the breakdown of Muslim to Christian in Syria?
Mhm.
Well, 90% of the people live there are Muslim. 10% are Christian. Okay, so the numbers are a little bit slanted in that regard, but still, that makes sense that most of them would be Muslim.
Yes.
There are 33 that don't get accounted for if you do the math. 2,098 plus 53 leaves 33 out of the 2,184. So the others are, there was one person who said he was Yazidi, 8 people who said they were Jehovah's Witnesses, which I thought, well, wait a minute, isn't that Christian?
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you what it says here. 2 identified their religion as Baha'i, which I don't know what that is. 6 of them identified their religion as Zoroastrians, which I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
6 of them simply marked the box that said other religion. 7 of them marked the box that said no religion. And 3 of them identified themselves as atheists. Before the Civil War and the rise of ISIS that triggered the mass exodus, 90% of the people in Syria were Muslim and 10% were Christian. So that number might have changed since that census taken in 2011. The State Department figures come as President Barack Obama termed shameful the calls by some for admitting only Christian Syrians into the country. So he's talking about the rhetoric. He's not talking about what's actually happening. Arkansas Republican Senators Tom Cotton and John Boozman, meanwhile, are calling for a moratorium on resettlements, a White House report on vetting procedures, and a reevaluation of the refugee referral process that relies on the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. So this is something that our legislators in Washington, D.C. are looking at today to consider all of these things that we've been talking about. A statement from Arkansas Republican Senators Tom Cotton and John Boozman said, quote, the United States' reliance on the United Nations for referrals of Syrian refugees should also be reevaluated.
Yeah, the U.S. should
unlike
do our own.
The Mark probably represents a lot of people saying that he trusts the vetting system. What they're saying is they want it reevaluated. They're not so sure they trust it. Don't you
Right.
Don't you take that from there?
Sure, I do.
Isn't that what that means to you?
The U.S. should have their own system.
The reliance on the UN vetting system unintentionally, they said, unintentionally discriminates against Syrian Christians and other religious minorities who are reluctant to register as refugees with the United Nations for fear of political or sectarian retribution. Unintentionally, though, important word there. The American people, the senator said in their statement, the American people have long demonstrated unmatched compassion for the world's persecuted and endangered.
Yes.
But when bringing refugees to our shores, the United States government must put the security of Arkansans, these are the guys from Arkansas, that's why that would be in there, and all Americans first. No terrorist should be able to take advantage of the refugee process to threaten the United States.
That's right.
That goes without saying. So this is the kind of talk that is going on in Washington, D.C. today. This is the kind of talk you'll be hearing about on the news. If you want to call in and express your opinion, you've got about a minute and a half to do that. The number is 622-9622. Just as an aside, by the way, 2 interesting things. Americans see both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump as the most able candidates in the candidate fields to address terrorism.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
That's very interesting. That's very interesting.
So I guess the Democrats are saying, if I were going to pick somebody who could handle terrorism the best, I would pick Hillary. The Republicans are saying, if I could pick somebody who could handle terrorism the best, I would pick Trump.
Did they forget about Benghazi? She didn't do a good job there.
Well, did they forget about Ted Cruz?
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, I think Ted Cruz would be pretty strong against them, too.
He's very strong.
But then there was another story, just to counter that a little bit, that says the Paris attacks will prove the national security inexperience of Donald Trump and Ben Carson, and the issue will be crucial to their downfall. That's what some established Republicans are saying.
They delegate.
Well, the established Republicans don't want outsiders coming in. That's what I think.
No.
The losers are going to be Donald Trump and Ben Carson on national security, Caton Dawson said. Caton is the former chairman of the South Carolina Republican Party. Caton, I don't know, a guy or a woman, said as the Republican base sobers up, they are the two. If this story lasts a long time, it's going to hurt them. All right. Thank you for your call, Mark. We'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
This is a Fox News alert. I'm Lillian Wu. The president of France announcing the end to an hours-long raid on terror suspects in a Paris suburb.
A particularly perilous police operation, a particularly heavy operation, has just finished.
Francois Hollande is now telling a meeting of mayors in France the Islamic State group threatens the whole world and he wants a large coalition against the militants. In the Saint-Denis neighborhood of France a short while ago.
Fusillade of fire coming from police into the apartment where the terror suspects were. The terror suspects firing back AK-47s, explosives, stun grenades, you name it. At the end of the day, 2 terror suspects dead, one of them a woman blowing up a suicide vest.
Fox's Greg Palcott in France. And a severe storm across the Northeast has killed at least 3 people, left hundreds of thousands without power. Fox News, we report, you decide.
I'm in almost every school bus and classroom. I go to school with your children. We say the Pledge of Allegiance together. You see me around the neighborhood and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm 1 out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger. This problem is closer than you think. My teacher tells me we can grow up to be whatever we want. I want to grow up to be someone who doesn't go to bed hungry. There's enough food in this country to feed everybody. Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help. Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me, quietly struggling with hunger. Together, we are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
This is a public notice. Local residents can now save thousands of dollars on their next car, truck, or SUV. It's not a tent sale, because no tent is big enough to hold this many cars. It's OcalaForSale.com. Say goodbye to sticker shock. OcalaForSale.com has thousands of vehicles with no stickers at all. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Ocala Aviation now has opportunities for flight instructors.
Wait, hold on. Brad, is this correct? You're looking for instructors, not students?
Actually, we're looking for both.
Well, that's descriptive.
Well, I need flight instructors because we're now affiliated with a major university and can offer 4-year degrees. Plus, we're also approved to work directly with VA students.
Okay, so a degree in what, and what's a VA student?
Well, it's a bachelor's degree in aeronautics, which includes a commercial pilot's license, and there's financial aid available. By VA students, I mean veterans. They now have access to new benefits to pay for flight training.
Okay, so you have new opportunities for new students. What about the instructor side of it?
Well, with new students, we need more instructors.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So, if anyone out there is a flight instructor, I want to encourage them to come see me. And if they're not an instructor but have their commercial license, we can help them become an instructor.
So they get their instructor license and have a job too.
Exactly.
So you got a lot going on. The VA, the college, and now hiring instructors and future instructors too.
Yep. So now can we get the commercial started?
Already ahead of you. Call Brad to get your adventure started today at Ocala Aviation, 861-7484.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy, never being in the mood. And when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer